Yes, team. I just want to make this video to almost present the power of meditation, because I think because I'm a young lad who's a personal trainer, I believe I can truly change your perspective on meditation, whether you meditate now or whether you don't. I'm going to change your perspective, and hopefully by changing your perspective on meditation, you will add meditation into your life to almost bring stillness, to bring calmness, to bring overall inner peace. Because in a gym environment, a lot of people work on their physical bodies, but nobody ever works on their inner body, their inner self. And that is where a lot of true happiness actually comes from. And I believe it's more like 100%, literally, like genuinely and honestly. I think getting a six-pack, getting a big chest, big biceps, benching a certain weight, it doesn't bring you happiness in the moment. I was watching a podcast on Bugsy Malone, and he brought it up about getting his Lamborghini, and when he drove it off the driveway, he felt like something was missing. It's because happiness comes from within you. And only when you're happy within you, you will then express outwardly as happy and experience reality as happy, because reality is a mirror to your mindset, your consciousness. But let's actually dive into why you should add meditation to your routine. Meditation added into a routine is absolutely vital for anyone who struggles with lack of confidence, lack of mental clarity, struggles day to day to process it, like indecisiveness, all these things. If you're any of these, please listen up, because when I first I remember the first time I ever watched a video on meditation, and it was very, very cliche. So I'm just going to get straight to the point. Meditation isn't about sitting there with your hands. That's not meditation. That doesn't need to happen. Meditation is, like it says in Psalms 46:10, be still and know that I am God. Be still. Completely quieten the mind and the body. And obviously your ego is going to fight this, because your ego loves stimulation. It loves movement. It loves to occupy itself, because it's attached to the worldly the worldly five senses. So like your see, your touch, your hear, your smell, etc. But your ego will battle you. So let me bring it back a little bit. So when you go and start your meditation, immediately your mind will go, I need to do this, I need to do this, or I've got a little itch here, I've not messaged that person, what am I doing tomorrow? And this is where most people go wrong. This is where I massively go wrong. Like, you could probably say I've got all these titles of like having ADHD, minds won't slow down, etc. Whatever. I use it as a superpower, genuinely. It's a superpower for me. Literally, I don't take any medication. Superpower, literally. But this is where most people go wrong. They'll quieten the mind. They'll go into the inner world. So they'll close their eyes and they'll go into their inner world, and they'll realize that their inner world is quite chaotic. It's bouncing. Thoughts are bouncing. I need your to-do list, etc., etc. But the main reason people go wrong is when their minds are massively overly stimulated in the meditation, they will have an emotional attachment to the thoughts that are in their head. So their to-do list, when they think, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, when the thought comes in, the thought coming in isn't the negative, it's your perspective on the thought. So when the thoughts come in, as Jesus said, take no thought. So when the thoughts come in to your mind in a meditative state, just observe them. Don't have any emotional attachment. And that's where most people go wrong in a meditation. They'll go into a meditation, they'll go, oh, my mind's crazy today, I need to stop the meditation. No, you don't need to stop. Just observe them. Thought will come into the mind, observe it. And it'll probably yo-yo, it'll probably come back, observe it. But you will reach a state, slowing your brain waves down to theta and alpha brain waves, really slow waves. And in that moment, when you ascend above the chaotic mind, you will reach pure peace and stillness. So if you've ever got like an unclear mind, or you're having loads of negative thoughts, and my suggestion, genuinely, and I mean this from experience, go into a meditative state. Start to understand. Don't spend too long. Just start to understand. So number one, get yourself a nice, comfy area. It could be on the floor, sat on a pillow. That's mostly when I do my meditation. Get yourself some earphones and put on a relaxing sort of frequency, 432 hertz, or even just like a nature sounds, and just focus on your breath for a couple of minutes. Wait until the thoughts completely dial down, and then ask and you shall receive. You can use meditation to visualize your desired reality. You can use meditation to seek answers from God. Ask and you shall receive. Team, as a young lad, don't look at meditation, or not even if you're a young lad, even if you're a grown up, but I can only speak for as a young lad. Meditation will absolutely change anyone's life. And I mean that certainly, like I know for a fact, because it changed my life being so high energetic, like I said. But meditation added into anyone's routine will massively change their lives. So, especially being a young lad, like I said, please use meditation if you're struggling with confidence, lack of clarity, indecisiveness, anxiety. If you're feeling worried all the time, meditate on these and seek the answers. But make sure you follow those steps. In a quiet space, no distractions, earphones in, nice and relaxed, and then close your eyes, focus on your breath, all the nature sounds for about 5 minutes. And then after you've almost decluttered your mind, imagine like you're emptying a bin, literally just emptying these thoughts that are not needing, unprocessed thoughts. That's where anxiety comes from, unprocessed thoughts. Your mind's constantly processing thoughts, literally, but then they just get stored. You've got to process them, get them out, take the ones that you want. Once you've quietened the mind and you're in a nice relaxed state, the thoughts have stopped pinging into your mind, you could either start to visualize your desired reality and raise your vibration in gratitude, love, etc. Or a second one that I like to do is just be thankful. So sit and be heavily thankful for everything that's in my life. And then number three types of meditation that I like to do. They're pretty much all the same, I'm going to be honest. But the third one that I like to do, if I don't already combine them all, is asking you shall receive. So I meditate on wanting answers for a certain situation, a certain idea, etc., etc. Team, add meditation into your routine, and any questions, drop them in the comments. I'm more than happy to help. I'm not an expert, absolutely, but I've been meditating now every day for it's only been like 2 weeks, but on and off every other day at least for 4 or 5 years now, literally. But every single day for 2 weeks, and I'm feeling really good. Mental clarity is strong. Everything's flowing. energy's high, my mind doesn't feel cluttered, I'm less worried, etc. Team, drop any questions in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video, like it and share it to someone who may need it. And I'll see you in the next one.